Hello, everyone. A shocking controversy has emerged regarding Joni Lamb, a prominent leader of the Daya television network, raising serious questions about her integrity and the trust placed in her leadership. Allegations against her have sent ripples of disbelief throughout the Christian community, challenging the previously held perceptions of her character and ministry. The situation escalated when her daughter, Susie Lamb, brought these troubling issues to light, prompting a re-evaluation of the values and beliefs associated with Joni's leadership. The unfolding story has left many grappling with the implications of these revelations and the impact on the community. A family dispute escalated into a significant scandal involving a faith-based television network, raising serious questions about the integrity of its leadership. The situation began when a board member, Joni Lamb, was asked to step down, leading to a motion that allowed her 24 hours to reconsider her position. As more revelations emerged, concerns grew about the manipulation and secrets within the organization, prompting inquiries into the authenticity of Joni Lamb's public persona and the extent of her involvement in the unfolding drama. The situation threatens to undermine the credibility of the network and its leaders as the truth continues to unravel. The situation surrounding Jonathan Lamb's termination from Daya television network has escalated into a significant scandal, revealing complex allegations against his mother, Joni Lamb. Initially perceived as a private family matter, the unfolding events have drawn in key figures, including former Dallas Cowboy Kenyon Coleman, whose testimony highlights the abusive dynamics within the Lamb family. As the truth becomes increasingly elusive, the implications of these revelations threaten to undermine the network and challenge the support Joni has received over the years. The deeper investigation into these claims raises questions about accountability and the darker realities that may lie beneath the surface. A parent recounts a distressing incident at a cafe where they took their scared child into a green room, despite previously avoiding it due to the child's fear. The situation escalated when a couple entered unexpectedly, causing the child to panic and collapse under a table. The parent quickly removed the child from the environment, feeling traumatized and deciding not to return to the cafe. Meanwhile, Kenyon and his wife Katie have provided emotional support to Susie, creating a safe space for her to heal from the pressures of her family. Kenyon Susie experienced emotional manipulation that made her question the reality of her abuse, as she was conditioned to believe her innocent actions were to blame for the mistreatment she faced. This emotional gaslighting, highlighted in testimonies by Kenyon and Katie, illustrates how victims can be led to doubt their own experiences. The behavior of Joni Lamb, who exerted significant influence over Susie's life, reveals a pattern of control and isolation, where even personal relationships were dictated by Joni. What was initially perceived as guidance turned out to be a calculated effort to manipulate Susie emotionally, all framed as spiritual mentorship, further complicating her understanding of the situation. Susie and the narrator are currently in a safe location due to feeling unsafe at home, highlighting a broader controversy regarding leadership at Daystar. This situation raises critical questions about how a leader of such a significant organization could allow abusive dynamics to persist. The revelations suggest that this may not be an isolated incident, but rather indicative of a larger pattern of toxic leadership within faith-based institutions. The lack of response from Joni and Daystar's leadership, who have remained silent amid growing public concern, further exacerbates the situation. Critics argue that this silence reflects deeper issues within an organization that should be founded on trust and compassion. As more individuals share their experiences, the gravity of the allegations against those in power intensifies, shifting the focus from a single woman's story to a broader issue of accountability within leadership roles. This situation raises critical questions about the responsibilities of leaders to protect and care for their followers, especially when they fail to do so. The implications of these revelations could extend beyond a specific community, potentially impacting all religious organizations where abuse has been concealed through manipulation and secrecy. Notably, journalist Julie Roy has received substantial evidence and is preparing to publish a story alongside other national reporters who are also set to release their findings soon. The individuals involved never anticipated such a turn in their lives, having prayed for different outcomes, yet they feel compelled to speak out as involving Joni Lamb has escalated from a private family issue to a significant public confrontation, revealing deeper issues of emotional and spiritual abuse within the Lamb family dynamics. Kenyon Coleman's support for Susie Lamb's testimony has added credibility to her claims, shedding light on Joni's leadership style that many were previously unaware of. The testimonies from Kenyon and Katie Coleman illustrate a troubling pattern of emotional manipulation and spiritual coercion, which is often overlooked in faith communities. Susie's struggle to recognize her experiences as abuse, compounded by gaslighting from Joni, highlights the complexities of emotional abuse, where victims are led to believe they are at fault for their suffering. This unfolding drama emphasizes the need for greater awareness and acknowledgement of such abuses within familial and faith contexts. The incident on August 1st, where a mother sided with a man accused of molesting her daughter, intensified the emotional rift within the Lamb family, marking a significant betrayal for Susie. This moment became a turning point, leading Susie to question the integrity of the ministry she was part of, which professed Christian values yet failed to protect her child. The conflict escalated as Susie and her husband, Jonathan, found themselves at odds with Joan's actions, revealing a deeper divide within the family. This situation was compounded by Jonathan's lack of compliance with a performance improvement plan and his refusal to engage in mediation to address grievances, further straining family dynamics. Jonathan's disappointment over not being named the future president of Daystar after his father's death has led him to engage in a smear campaign rather than improve his performance. Despite Marcus Lamb's clear directive that his wife would succeed him, Jonathan's frustration grew, especially after she married Dr. Doug Weiss, who has positively impacted their family and the organization. This situation is deeply saddening for her as a mother and grandmother, as she values her family and the work they have done together, hoping for a private resolution to the conflict. Jonathan's actions have compelled a public response regarding the ministry dedicated to spreading Jesus' love, which has faced attacks from him and his wife Joni. The speaker asserts that the allegations against them and the late husband are entirely false. Joni's controversial relationship with Doug Weiss, a sex therapist with a troubled past, has intensified scrutiny, especially following his recent divorce. This situation has raised significant concerns about Joni's judgment and priorities as both a mother and a spiritual leader, particularly in light of the allegations against her. The silence from both Jonathan and Joni adds to the gravity of the situation. In recent years, the speaker reflects on a challenging journey filled with pain and frustration, particularly in seeking justice. They express a sense of liberation from the burden of relying on others for validation and support, which often felt like hitting a dead end. The release of their story has brought them peace and satisfaction, as they feel that the public's response has validated their experiences as parents. Although they are not ready to share their entire story, they plan to create a short video and participate in podcasts to discuss their journey further. Joni's struggle to reclaim her autonomy and understand her past abuse is complicated by a divided public opinion regarding her situation and that of Susie. The implications of this conflict extend beyond personal reputations to challenge the very essence of spiritual leadership within faith communities. If allegations against Joni are substantiated, it could redefine notions of integrity in these communities. This moment is crucial for Dyer and its leadership, as their response will significantly influence not only Susie and her family, but also the broader discourse on the accountability of religious leaders. The path forward remains uncertain, but the importance of confronting uncomfortable truths and fostering healing and reconciliation is paramount. Thanks for watching.